Hi everybody, it's Jeff. This is going to be part 21 of the MiniArt US Armored Tractor 1/35 scale. There's some more little pieces for the winch that I want to get put together today. So it shouldn't be too bad. There was a couple little bitty tiny parts I did off camera. I'll show you. No way you'd ever see them. Like so tiny, like size of a needle almost, or smaller. All right, let's go down the bench. Thanks. Okay, yeah, I did a little more work on this. There's some really fiddly stuff here that's almost impossible to see. I couldn't do it on camera, but there's some braces that swing around the back side here. And then there's a couple of them in the front that I put on. They're extremely tiny. I broke both of them well, there's four of them. I broke a couple of them just trying to clean them. But let me put a picture up over here and I'll show you what they look like, okay? Give you an idea of the size of this stuff. Oh, well, let's, and then too, I'll show you on the instructions, okay? Okay, the parts I'm referring to are D10, which there's two of them. They go here and here. Make sure I'm on the right screen. D10, here and here. And then on step 64, there's GA2 that goes here, and then there's GA1 that they had you fit back in step 60. Well, they have you do it in step 65, I believe. Let me see. Where is 65? Right here. Yeah, here it is. They want you to fit that down here after you've already fitted these other ones. So I did that already because I need to change that to a green. Okay, so there's two braces in front, two that go around the side on each side, and then the two in the back, and I put those on today. Okay, I also did another coat of primer on the trailer for the Scamel. Looks a lot better now. Okay, that finishes off 63 and 64. So let's go ahead and go to 65 and we'll put this stuff together. Okay? So here are the parts for 65. Make sure I've got these are for the bulldozer blade. So we've got E9, and then we have this pulley that we have to make up first. Okay. This one's going to be pretty simple. Just two halves with a pulley inside. Do it to where you have the details on the outside. Okay, so let me go ahead and I think the easiest thing to do will be to put this pin in from the back. It doesn't matter if it's glued or not. It says not to glue it. Well, no, it doesn't say not to glue it. So it's not going to turn anyway. It's just for show. Okay. That's a little bit tight, I'm afraid. There we go. And I think that actually might have cracked it. I should have opened it up just a little bit more, but we'll glue it all in so it won't make any difference. Okay. Let's see. Put this here. Boy, that's really tight. That'll be all right. Get a little glue on there. I'll go ahead and put some glue on the inside to hold all that together. That pin is not quite all the way through. So okay, that's better. Alright, that's the pulley. I'm not sure which way the thread, I'm thinking it's supposed to come up over here and then come over the top, and there is a little bit of clearance there. I may have to run a drill bit in there at some point to make sure there's enough clearance for the thread to go through. And then this will go here. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's where that goes. Just looking ahead on the instructions a little bit. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put this here. I don't think there's a right or a left. Just try and put it on there to where it looks square. Okay, now this will go, the way this is going to go, this is so fragile. I left those pins a little long. They may be too long. I'll have to shorten those just a little bit. Let me find my cutters and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I took my Dremel and just ground those down to where they were nice and flat. Okay, this will go here. I can't tell if we're in focus or not. I guess kinda. And this will glue in here. So let's go ahead and get that done. There'll be a, this will sit on here. This is so fragile that you can barely touch it. Okay, just make sure we're all seated down. Burr up plastic there. Okay, and then this will go over the top of it like this, and there are some square keys to get, if I can get them to line up. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and glue that. Try and make sure that's all straight. Okay, I'll just hold this for a second. Try and make it square as I can. Maybe I can prop it up somehow here. Let's see here. Try and, that looks about right. Okay. Oh, I'm off camera. I'm sorry. I've just got it propped up with a pair of tweezers right now. Okay, let's go ahead, go back to the instructions, and we'll switch all this stuff over because this is done and this is done. And that is done. Okay. E9, 64. Okay, that's 65 all done. So let's go over here to 66 and we'll get this pulley put together. Okay, I got all the parts here. Okay. This is, let's see, those are empty. Okay. Here's the parts for the other pulley. I'm going to need to check and make sure the pins are not too tight like the last time. There's the pulleys and there's a little piece of photo etch that's just basically a separator. Let's see. That goes through easy enough. Okay. And that one goes through easy. Plenty of room for the, yeah, it's a little snug on the photo etch. Might need to do a little, let's see here, just pull my knife up here. Just do a tiny little bit of scraping. I can see a little bit of a burr on there. Whoop. See if that'll work. Humble fingers here. There we go. Yeah, that goes through. Okay, and how about these? That one goes through really easy. That one does too. Okay, this ought to go together without too much problem. So let's do this, and we'll put a pin in the back. And we'll put a pulley. And the photo etch, the separator. Okay, and another pulley. And then this side. Okay, that all went together real easy, and there's plenty of room I can see over the top for the thread. Let's go ahead and that joint's so tight I can't hardly see it, which is good. Okay, and then I'm going to put some on the pin. Okay, and then I've got these two little pieces. I've got to look and see. I think they're just like little, I'm not even sure what they are, little keepers. And apparently we're only using, no, we're using two. They're showing one from one side and one from the other. They just set over the pin. I think. It doesn't quite, well, yeah, that's what it shows. It doesn't actually go over this, it just sits on the side there. If I can get it. Wow. Very, 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 very tiny. And there is a hole there that's supposed to go into. Yeah, I had it and then it came out. Okay, that's where it goes. Don't know what it does, but it adds some detail. Okay. Then we got one on this side also. Okay, that one went a little better. Okay, that's got that. Okay, let's go back to our instructions real quick. So we've got D15, HC1, all this stuff is all good. Okay. So this is the part we just made right here. And then we've got to make this frame up that will go to the front of the bulldozer. I'm going to have to check on my paint references for the lights. I'm not sure which variant I'm building at the moment. But let's go ahead and we can put these three pieces together, and then we can put these braces on and get this mounted. Okay, let's go back down to the bench. Okay. Set that aside for just a little bit. Here are the pieces for that. So we've got this is the top, these are the two sides, and these are the two braces. Okay. I have not checked to see how these fit yet. Let me double check my drawings. Okay, this will be the top, be the part with, this is where you would mount the light. Okay. So this would go over here. It's like this. Okay, and that's a pretty positive connection there. I see a little spot there that I didn't get sanded quite right. I can catch that a little later. Okay, and then this one will go over here. I'm off camera, aren't I, guys? I'm sorry. Got a hair trying to work its way in there. Make sure it's all nice and flat. You can see right here there's, well, you probably can't see it, but right here there's a couple of weld beads that we'll detail when we add that. I'm going to give this a couple minutes, and then I'll come back and we'll add this pulley. Okay? I just don't want to. I'll let that have some time. Be right back. Okay, this has had a few minutes to firm up. Then we need to add this right here. Okay. It's really easy to tell where it goes because of the molded in weld seams, weld beads. Let's see, this will go, that's to the front, so it'll go like this. Okay. And then we need to add these braces. Keep everything nice and straight. I can't tell that there's any difference in them. We'll see here as we get going. Let's put a little glue on there. Weld beads on that too. See if that looks about right. Appears to be the angles are off just a tiny little bit. I'm going to try reversing it and see if it makes any difference. Yes, it does. Okay, so those only fit one way. Come on. Okay, and then we have one more to do. I still can't tell which way is the right way. I'll just have to try it and see. Let's see if it looks right. I think I got it right the first time. This time, yeah, that looks really good. Okay. Okay, guys. I'll take a couple pictures of this stuff and put them at the end. That's going to be our winch. That's firmed up pretty good now. There will be a, let's see, this will go, let's see if that's the front of the tractor would be there. So this will go like this, and there will be another bar that goes between here that's the track guide. Okay, so that's how we get the cable up to the front to lift the blade. But that's going to do it for today, I think. Alright, I'll take a couple pictures and I'll put them at the very end. And thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and we'll talk to you real soon, okay? Okay, bye-bye.